Good morning, it's Phoenix Amore. So I need to not apologize, first of all, for going off the way I did on Facebook because as people get to know the history behind how many mofos have been grimy in business towards me, you understand why now I have that no BS zone with these same people. Because you have to understand when I went to the one guy's studio, now it's typical when somebody has a business that's failing and they start panicking, they're gonna offer little specials and whatnot, right? And so there was a part of me that felt he's a little grimy because he tried to get me to pay for a few sessions. But there was something where he was putting on his page. He was very ecstatic to be able to work with me because I had already told him, I said, I'm still new and getting acclimated to working in different studios. And his studio was a little bit more legit. The way it was set up with all the sound equipment and all that kind of stuff. So I was excited to get to kind of work in that arena, right? But the problem was once he put my name out there, naturally, people are like, that is a cool name. So you got to understand something. Next thing I know, I got this one chick out that works at some strip club or wherever she works. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Now, you expect it again, if you're savvy business wise, you already got the domain name. You've already been using the name on Keen. You've already put the name on SoundCloud. So at the end of the day, if either one of them would try to take me to court or something, the court would laugh them out of there and be like, it's pretty obvious that this person was already using this name, however you want to say it. But the real one that pissed me off the most was this one lady that's a speaker that was starting to use my name. To be able to basically trace it to some of your father's friends, okay, a friend of a friend, whoever she was, and you were just at those people's house, right? And you decided you didn't want to do business with them. Next thing you know, you got a friend of theirs using your name. At some point, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 years later, you're going to come back around and let them know, especially now that your father's passed, right? Because remember, my father basically came to me when he was ready to go. So it's like now that release is there. We're not connected. You are my father's friends. So when I give you a big F you for being grimy, that is between you and I. My father is gone. And so I need to explain the other thing is with my father, he didn't understand tarot for the longest. So sometimes he would talk to his friends about what it is that I do, right? And them being uneducated in this arena, naturally, if they're hearing him speak about it, they go, oh, we're going to need to save Cat. I don't need your saving. This is why I'm having to go off on some of these people that are my father's friends. I had one of my father's friends come over. I had some wine in a glass, and she was like, what's that in the glass? I said, wine. And that's because I knew she was coming to be nosy. But again, this is me being so grown to the point where you're going to understand 60 and not just the same. I'm grown like you. You're going to respect me just like you had to respect my father. Don't think just because you're my father's friends that you treat me like some little daughter that knowing that one lady did what she did, knowing y'all been running your mouth about what I'm supposedly about, and then you going to come and ask me what's in my glass. Now, with all that being said, this is also where the healing starts to happen because now with her, the one that asked about the wine, I could probably deal with her. But you have to understand, she had a daughter. When we were growing up, there was a very ugly, ugly competitive element between that daughter and I. So much so, this is the same girl that when I went to the wedding, she put her wedding pictures up. There was not a one with me in it. So you see this theme where you have these old hating ass women, and it's the truth, and I'm just going to say it like it is. You have these hating ass women that are so insecure. Now that's the second Aries woman. This is the stuff where God starts showing you patterns. Her daughter's an Aries, always been competitive with me. You got wedding photos. You don't post any of the ones with me on there. Okay, that's fine. Then you got this other Aries friend of mine, ex-friend, who went to LA and she got so shallow when she put her pictures up, she didn't want to put me in there either. So at the end of the day, God had to show me this is not your problem, it's their problem. That insecurity that I will not take on for myself. And at the end of the day, I embrace the way I look, but I'm not shallow. And that's what I love about me. Take care.